Yeah, so my name's Todd Clark from Urbana, Iowa. I bought the platinum digital wallpapers for the Toyota GR Corolla. So, yeah. I think I first saw PrimeDriven. I don't know if it was earlier this year or late last year. There was a Honda Civic I tried for, and ever since then, I kind of see the ads pop up, and I'm like, oh yeah, those look really cool. And I always think about applying and trying to enter to win, but so I think this is only my second time actually trying to win through you guys, and it has just been phenomenal. I did not think I was going to win. Yeah, so the main reason I went for this one so big was my buddies. I bought a couple cars here and there within the last few years, and all my buddies kept on ragging on me, and they're like, oh, you should have bought a GR Corolla, all this. And I'm like, yeah, but they're so hard to find and everything. And then sure enough, I saw this one pop up, and I was like, oh my god, I have to enter to win this. And the nice part with PrimeDriven is you guys have a maximum amount of entries, and I looked at it, and I think it was like at 80% full already, and I'm like, oh no, I have to hurry up and enter this one. So I hurried up, and I was like, yeah, no, I'm getting this. And that way, if I win, I can rub it in their faces a little bit. I'm like, hey, I got it. So, yeah, this has been just amazing, because, yeah, they don't know yet. I'm waiting to get the car, and then I'm just going to pull up and just really show it. Yeah, so I go through and I enter semi-regularly on other car giveaway sites. There's a few that I really look at. They don't do it quite as often, but really with those, they have the cash option also, and I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll splurge a little bit every once in a while. I'll pop in those, but then, yeah, like you guys too, I know this is only the second time coming in and entering for you, but the fact that you have the maximum amount of entries per giveaway, that really helps solidify me, like, oh yeah, no, I like to come into these guys too, and it worked out. Yeah. So really, I think my kind of obsession with cars started wrenching with my dad on the family car, getting everything working. But really, I'd kind of have to say it's in my blood, because my dad used to drag race and my mom used to street race. So I just kind of think that's kind of sort of in my blood anymore, So, but listening to their stories growing up, I'm like, oh yeah, no, I love this. Then you have Fast and Furious come out and all these games, and I start getting really into it, and I love all cars. My dad has some old muscle cars, so I really like those. But then, Fast and Furious with the kind of the Euro and the JDM type stuff coming into it too, and I'm like, oh, this is just awesome. So ever since then, getting my first car, and I really like the G-forces, especially going around corners and stuff, which is, I think this GR Corolla is going to be awesome for. But I don't know, that's kind of where I love all things to do with cars. So yeah, she used to street race. She always told me stories. She'd take the station wagon and stuff, and we have First Ave down here in Cedar Rapids, and she, way back in the day, would just go street racing. Somebody come up to the light, and they'd be like, oh, and start revving their engines, and she'd take off and she actually won quite a few, but for a station wagon, back in the day. So I was at work when I got the text, and I was looking at the text, and I'm like, okay, well, is it real? Is it not? All of a sudden, I'm checking your guys' Instagram. I'm like, okay, so the first thing first, they send the text, and I'm like, okay. And then I got the email, and I'm like, oh, wait, no, this is legit. So my coworkers all ended up knowing, and they're all razzing me about it. They're all giving me shit, and I'm like, okay. And they're like, so how legit is this? But throughout the week, and I'm like, everything seems to be really legit. So I think a few of them have already entered into this super giveaway you have going on right now, and they're looking on all of these other websites, and they're like, oh yeah, okay. And I'm just like, well, guys, it did work for me, so I can't count you out. Yeah. So I think when I actually finally get it, I'm going to... There's a few car shows that are happening around here, basically every other weekend is a Cars and Coffee. But I think really what I'm going to look forward to is there's some state parks and stuff around here. I'm going to take it for a cruise up along the Mississippi. There's some really curvy roads over there. Probably going to go out that way and probably stop by a park and maybe snap a few photos, maybe go hiking, stuff like that. It's gonna be good. Yeah, for sure. Honestly, this is, the first time I've ever won anything ever, so I am just absolutely astonished, and everything is actually real on this one, so, guys should actually check it out, especially if it's something you're gonna enjoy. It's probably worth it.